Oh my god, welcome back to Never Give Up. This will be an episode without music, I suppose too, because I'm not able to play music. It's 11:30 p.m. and I am in New York, specifically in Brooklyn, Clinton Hill, Class Avenue, 396. And I had an amazing, exhausting day, but it was really cool. It was really fun. I'll tell you why. I explain. So I'm here on holidays, and tomorrow I've just spent 6 nights. This is the 6th night that I'm spending in my Airbnb, and which is in Brooklyn, in the area I told you before. And tomorrow I'm gonna leave for go to New Jersey. Remember this, I go to New Jersey because I had to see Red Hot Chili Peppers and Strokes. I don't know what the fuck is going on, and today I'll tell you I had a really, really hard day, but so excited, and I explain why. But so this is my last night here. I will miss Brooklyn a lot, and I'm gonna spend my next night in New Jersey, as I told you before. And then after the night I go to north of Central Park, exactly between 2nd and 3rd Avenue, and in a place which called Harlem, and I'm gonna stay for other 6 nights, and then I go back home in Italy, unfortunately, because United States, in particular New York, is really, really, really fun and really weird. What you don't expect to happen during the day, it will happen. So it's really a magical place, and I'm really loving it. I feel so safe here, walking around by myself. Also tonight I took the train later in the night, or maybe I walk in the streets alone, and I don't feel any kind of danger. But oh my god, it's so it's been a long day, because yesterday I'm working a lot in this holiday, because I'm walking like 20 kilometers per day, and I never felt my legs so fragile and tired. But it's okay, because I'm seeing a lot of things here in New York, and you have to walk a lot if you don't want to take trains anytime, and if you want to explore as much as possible, you have to use your legs and move your ass and go far and sweat a lot. But the weather is much colder than in Italy, fortunately, because I left Italy with a really warm and hot and humid weather. Now here in New York I can breathe, it's so fresh and it's not so humid. So okay, it's maybe 30 degrees Celsius, but it's so fresh, the air. It's not humid. There is a lot of windy days, and that helps. Also, there is a big problem here, and you have to be careful with your health, with your throat health, for example, because they used to have this kind of air conditioning. No, it's not air conditioning, but they use some kind of noi la chiameremo aria condizionata. Sorry, but I can't figure out, I can't remember the exact word to say in English, but it's something like the conditioning air, probably, or refreshing air. It's very, very low. It's very low. And so the places, for example, in the hotels or in the shops or in the supermarkets or in the train are really, really cold. It feels that you are going inside a freeze area. So you have to wear a sweater, pullover, a jacket. You have a hoodie. You have to cover yourself because you could probably get a disease. Okay. And this is an important thing to keep in mind when you travel in the USA. It's common around the USA, like for example, friends that have been in California or in Florida told me the same. So be careful. But it's okay. I'm not laughing aloud, but I'm not screaming aloud about it, but it's okay for this part of the journey. So so yesterday I get to the point. I'll come to the point. Yesterday I went on the top of 2 buildings, very tall, here in New York. Probably one of the 2 was the first one in the world, the tallest building in the world, and it's called the Empire State Building. Maybe was not the first one. The first one is the Empire State Building was the tallest building in the world since they rebuilt One World Trade Center, and which has the same high of the Twin Towers. So I had to visit 2 rooftop. The ones of the observatory of Empire State Building at the 86th floor, and also the top of the rock at the Rockefeller Center. And when I get down, so the view was amazing. I recommend you, and it's really, really, really heartbreaking because you see anything from that high. So you have all the view of the buildings, the skyline, of Manhattan, the 3 bridges, Brooklyn, Manhattan, and Williamsburg, and you see them, you see everything. It's very, very amazing, gorgeous. But when I come back from the Rockefeller Center, which is on the 5th Avenue, the 5th Avenue is the avenue most important in our here in Manhattan, in New York, and I walked through the whole view, the street, the avenue, the 5th Avenue. There are a lot of luxury shops and there are a lot of people. It's very crowded, and also when I didn't know, I can't remember, and I'm a little bit confused if Times Square is where the 6th Avenue meet Broadway. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I also randomly arrived in Times Square, and I didn't like it. It's so much noisy, crowded, and these big walls with, oh my God, no, big videos on the walls is not for me. And also that part of 5th Avenue is very crowded, or maybe because it was the weekend, I don't know. But when I come back, from the rooftop, which is called the Top of the Rock, okay, of the Rockefeller Center, which is in the Plaza Rockefeller Center, and it's the main square where during winter they said during the Christmas holidays, especially the last day of the year, during the Happy New Year parties, is really famous because in that area they set a big trees with all the lights, and it's amazing. And also watching the movie New Year's in New York, because in Italian it's Capodanno, New York, you can see what I'm talking about. But when I come back when I went down from the upstairs, we were probably my God, I can't remember the number of the floor, but it was really high. So I went down. I know that in that building there were also the NBC studios, like TV shows like Jimmy Fallon Tonight Show, the Today Show, the SNL. There are a lot of shows that are taping in that building. So I come back and I went down, and like if I was going to the exit, but I saw the door of the Tonight Jimmy Fallon show closed, and then I went upstairs at the shop of the NBC store and at the NBC studio, and a very kind and so sweet customer told me and explained me how you could get how you can get the ticket for the Tonight Show. Because when I was in Italy, I take a look at the website, but I figure out that it could be really, really hard to get them and to get the chance to get in the show. But the customer was really kind, and she told me that, if you come back tomorrow early in the morning, you can try to get in the show, because the first people in the stand-up line, they give you a ticket at probably 10 o'clock. Then you have to come back in the afternoon, and then they will tell you if you're in or out. So let me explain. Okay, so this morning I wake up at 6:30 a.m. I went to I take the train, like 30 minutes of train, and then I went to the inside the Rockefeller Center where the NBC studios are placed, and I had before me there were yet 8 people, because they gave me the 9 number. So and we have to wait from 8 a.m. when I arrive until 10 a.m. So until 10 a.m. there were like 60 or 70 people, and we were the first one. Also, the first people that I met was from different part of the world. We met some from Puerto Rico, a beautiful girl from Puerto Rico, another girl from Toronto, another girl from Brazil, another from Chicago, another from Portugal. So it was really a melting pot of a person, and it was really, 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 really nice. And so we spent 2 hours talking, and the time go fast, but the way was really exhausting. At 10, everyone has a ticket with a number, and they told us that we have to come back in the morning at 3 o'clock. So we get it. I had to go back to my house because I didn't have with me the passport, and also we have to eat something because at 4 p.m. So at 3 p.m. they will tell us in the store